Yo, what's good, Tristan? So today we're going to be reacting to Stranger Things Season 4, the last episode, that scene where Eddie plays Metallica Master of Puppets. And obviously, before we jump into this, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen Season 4, you don't want it to be spoiled, maybe this video is not for you. That being said, let's go.
She's in. Move on to phase 3.
Copy that. Initiating phase 3.
Phase 3?
Let's hope they hear this.
By the way, Eddie was such a great character.
Chrissy, this is for you.
This was such a cool scene. A little bit cheesy, but I liked it. Damn. Those bats are vicious as hell.
It's working.
I'm excited. I'm excited for the vocals to kick in. And by the way, it looks like he actually is a decent guitar player. It doesn't look like he's faking it completely. I think. I could be wrong.
Where are you going next?
By the way, why is nobody talking about the fact that Vector... It's Vector, right? Why is no one talking about the fact that Vector... That Vector half the time looks like a skinny fat dad in a Halloween costume? You just gotta throw that out.
Yeah, I see her.
So the thing about James Hetfield's voice in this particular recording, his voice has changed a lot over the years. Let's go to one of the older ones so we get more of an authentic experience. You can see exactly what he's doing. Okay, let's figure out what the notes are. Of course. And a passion's play. Not bad, right? Crumbling away. Maybe a little bit darker. And a passion play. Crumbling away. I think he has a bit more distortion on his voice to make it a little bit more crinkly. But if you guys want a little bit of a distortion lesson, a lot of people will say that this particular image is not healthy. I've heard this a few times from a few different vocal coaches. I think it's actually perfectly safe. A lot of you will notice that you use distortion in your everyday life. Like when you're picking up a heavy object, for example. You get something super heavy and you're like, ugh, right? And it doesn't necessarily hurt you, right? Sometimes it might, but I think generally speaking, you don't even really notice that you're doing it. So we can try that together. If you want to get to this note, pick up something, pretend you got something super heavy, and you're gonna go, right? Don't be too crazy with it. Actually pretend you're picking up something heavy. Right? Make a little bit of that sound. Great. You got the sound. If it doesn't hurt you, you're on the right track. Or pretend you're throwing up. All of those are generally the distortion sound. Once you can get it on one note and it feels okay, then you can maybe do it over many other notes. He does it everywhere. Master! The other thing that's important to note is it's not just the distortion. The distortion is one layer of difficulty. To be honest, I don't think it's the most difficult. What's more difficult than the distortion layer is actually what he's doing underneath that. Because, right? A lot of people can do that. That's not really the hard part. The hard part is having something underneath it that sounds good and that sounds like the singer does. And so you'll notice he does a lot of these sorts of sounds. Like he has that going on master. He's not really singing master, right? He's singing master. And then you add the distortion on top of that. And ideally, you're able to do that and turn it off and on in that same fashion and have the clean note, dirty note, clean note, dirty note. And don't feel anything. When you do it wrong though, I mean, to be honest, sometimes people ask me, how do you know if you're doing it right or wrong? When you're doing it wrong, you almost straight up know that it's completely wrong. It feels horrible. It feels like a sharp stabbing sensation. Don't do that. That's not good. So actually on the master, it sounds like he is increasing the amount of distortion on his voice by a significant amount. Master! Huge sound. King of distorted vocals. Dio as well. This one is a lot more clean. Actually, that dude that just broke the door open, I think it's her brother, right? Had really great distortion there. Dude, Eddie was my favorite character. Spoiler alert. I mean, I told y'all there'd be spoilers. He's dead as fuck. I hope he comes back to life. He's got to bust in that last solo. He's like, I got just enough time to shred. Completely unnecessary. Could have probably just played the song on the amp, but it's such a cool scene. I just had to make a video about it.
Dude, metal.
That was he also has great distortion. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the little bit of a distortion tutorial. Keep in mind, this is a very advanced technique, right? It's not something that you want to jump into. You really want to have a solid foundation to your voice to be sure that you don't do something that is not good for you. That being said, I'd like to thank my Patreon supporters. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. These videos all get copyright claimed. It's super, super lame. Without your support, this channel would not be possible. On my Patreon, by the way, I have a singing technique tier. If you would like to learn more about the fundamental levels of singing, in the future, I will have some effect tutorials like distortion, rattle, growl, grunt. So might be something that you're interested in, as well as my reaction to High School Musical, the musical series over there. Maybe Glee in the future. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Because you made it all to the end, I know you enjoyed it. Better be sure you subscribe as well. Anyway, until next time, Tristan. And Tris fam. Peace.